Class 12th English, Chapter 2, Lost Spring by Jung. Jung. She is an Indian woman author and a journalist. She belongs to an aristocratic family of poets. Her most important work, Unveiling India, published in 1987, was a very detailed chronicle of the lives of women in India. This chapter, Lost Spring, she has divided it into two parts and into two stories. The first story is named as Sometimes I Find a Rupee in the Garbage. In this story, we see there was a small boy who was indulged in the business of rag picking. His name was Sahib or Sahib-e-Alam, meaning the Lord of the Universe, which he was unaware of. Going with the detailed explanation of the story, "Why do you do this?" I asked Sahib, whom I encounter every morning scrounging for gold in the garbage dumps of my neighborhood. Sahib left his home long ago. Set amidst the green fields of Dhaka, his home is not even a distant memory. There were many storms that swept away their fields and homes, his mother tells him. That's why they left, looking for gold in the big city where he lives now. So in this para, we may find out that there are two important words, scrounging, amidst. You may underline them. Scrounging means searching for, and amidst means in the middle of. So accordingly, this para explains that every morning when the writer is seeing out from her balcony, she finds that a young rag picker boy who is visiting the garbage which is close by, which is very much visible from wherever the writer is standing, she sees that he is searching something in the garbage, as if he is searching it so intensely, and see, he is so indulged in that it seems as he is searching for gold in it. The writer says that he searches for gold because the garbage is full of all useless things. People throw the things which becomes garbage. But he is searching for something as precious as gold inside it. The boy, his name is Sahib. He is from Dhaka, the green fields of Dhaka. Then they have left it because there were storms that have swept everything from there. It has destroyed everything, their homes and their fields and everything. So they left their home and they have shifted to this city where they are searching. They have become a rag picker. They don't have any other important and good work to do. The small boys, they have become rag picker and they are searching for something precious which is not available in their hometown. That is in Dhaka. Things like shoes, money, bags, etc. for the children, and food, clothing and shelter, etc. that are the means of survival for their parents. So this is what is called as gold in the above paragraph. What is gold for them? The basic necessities, the basic things that we are needing for our lives to survive, like food, shelter, important things that we use every day. They are termed as gold, which people have dumped in the garbage. He is searching it like that. One day the writer questions Sahib and asks him the reason for shuffling through the garbage. She is questioning that, what are you looking in the garbage all the time? I see you. I have nothing else to do, he mutters, looking away. Go to school? I said, glibly, realizing immediately how hollow the advice must sound. There is no school in my neighborhood. When they build one, I will go. If I start a school, will you come? I ask, half joking. So this is the conversation going on between the writer and Sahib. He mutters, underline the word mutters, to speak in a low voice. Underline the other word glibly, speaking or spoken in a confident way but without any careful thought or honesty. Hollow means meaningless, shallow. So he is being asked that, why are you doing this? He replies that I don't have any other thing to do. The writer says, then go to school. He is saying that there is no school in his neighborhood. and when they are going to make one school, I will definitely go. Then the writer, she's questioning. She realized that she has said something which is very much meaningless for the poor boy. He replies that there is no school in the area where he lives. He also assures her that when there is a school built, he will go. The writer asks him in a kind of joke that if she opens a school, would he attend it? Yes, he says, smiling broadly. A few days later, I see him running up to me. Is your school ready? It takes longer to build a school, I say, embarrassed at having made a promise that was not meant. But promises like mine abound in every corner of this bleak world, his bleak world. Now you see, over here we are coming across to the bleak reality of the world, where the last line of this paragraph says, promises like mine abound in every corner of his bleak world. Bleak means unclear, black, foggy. So the writer says that, okay, if I make one school, will you come to my school? He takes it very seriously. After a few days, he came running towards the author and he is asking, is your school ready? That touches the writer. She is embarrassed. She felt shameful that she has made a promise which is very hollow. But then she realizes that the promise like hers, such a promise which she has made, which is everywhere in his world. That means his world is full of promises which are fake, which are never going to be, fulfilled. Yeah. Then, after months of knowing him, I ask him his name. Sahib-e-Alam, he announces. He does not know what it means. If he knew its meaning, Lord of the Universe, he would have a hard time believing it. Unaware of what his name represents, he roams the street with his friends, an army of barefoot boys who appear like morning birds and disappear at noon. Over the months, I have come to recognize each one of them. So, in this chapter, after months of knowing him, after months that the author is knowing Sahib, she finally asks his name. He replies, Sahib-e-Alam. What do you mean by this? Sahib-e-Alam means universe, and Sahib means Lord. That means he is the Lord of the universe. But he is not knowing the meaning of his name. If he was knowing the meaning of his name, it would be very hard for him to believe that he is the Lord of the universe and he is doing what? He is doing the rack picking. He is picking up things from the garbage. It will be very hard to believe from him. Then, and from everybody else. So he is doing what? He is just roaming with an army of barefooted boys. They are not even having something to wear in their foot. So he's roaming with them. They appear in the morning like morning birds and they disappear at noon. They are not found after noon. It's their time of the job that they do. Over the months, I have come to recognize each one of them. So now the months have passed. The author has come to recognize all the boys, almost all the boys. Why aren't you wearing chappals? I ask one. My mother did not bring them down from